What's up, guys? Welcome to Pippin and Dippin Academy's YouTube channel. I am Joe Von Gritton, and I have Hunter, the Pip Hunter Burkett, here with me. How are you guys doing today? Hunter, you want to say hello?
What is going on, guys? What is going on? I'm really excited about this lesson here because Pippin and Dippin family's been crushing it. We got our new Discord up, so it's been an awesome week, awesome 2 weeks.
Yeah, man. The Discord guys, if you guys didn't know, we've migrated everything. We used to have our academy was on a private Facebook group. It's all been migrated to a private Discord group. We're actually in the process of creating a new public Discord group as well, where we're going to offer some free strategies in there, so you guys can get a little taste, see if it's worthwhile to join the academy. Before I even go down that rabbit hole, I just want to say, if this is your first time visiting, welcome. Make sure that you hit the subscribe button. That way you get notified anytime we have a new video. We typically update about once a week, sometimes more, but on average about once a week. And if you like the video, pound the like button. Please pound it. Just give me some knuckles. All right, help us out with our YouTube ranking. It helps us out. It's a win-win for you and for us. But more importantly, in the comment section, wrote I subscribed when you subscribe. And if you have a question there, or you'd like us to shoot a particular video or a particular training, please let us know. We'd be happy to do that. Without further ado, like Hunter said already, he already kind of spilt the beans that, of course, guys, we're always bringing in the sauce, right? So we got, a little Texas sauce from Hunter, and then I sprinkle it up with a little California sunshine here. And together we make something pretty special with these videos. At least we like to think that. And we want to thank you again for being here and joining us today. We're going to talk about something really, really important. It's something that can really, if you're struggling with consistency in your trading, then this is something that you definitely want to pay attention to, because I would guess that 9 times out of 10 when we talk to people, usually the reason they're getting caught is because of what Hunter's going to show you, because they're trying to counter trade or catch reversals, catch peak formations, instead of just trading with the trend. But without further ado, I'm gonna hand it over to my main man, Hunter. Let him take it away. Hunter, you ready, brother?
Yeah, I'm ready. So, guys, I'm gonna piggyback on what Joe just said because it's very important. Like he said, it is very important. Pound the like button. The reason why he says pound the like button is because that gives us a little bit of motivation to just keep bringing sauce to you. You know what I mean? Like when you guys like one of our videos, it really does boast us up, man. Like we're doing a very good job. And when somebody's working really hard to express value or show value in the marketplace when it comes to Forex, and you guys like it, it gives us, it really fires us up, right? And it makes us do a better job. And if you guys have a problem with something, let us know, because we do not shy away from feedback, right? Because that only helps us grow and it helps the channel get bigger, right? So, and it's not got nothing to do with we want to be the biggest on the planet and stuff like that. It's got something to do with like it's showing us that we're doing a great job, right? So, and that's what we want to bring. So yeah, just like Joe said, what I'm about to teach on is, if you stay with this, it's going to be, you're going to see your win rate go up. You're going to be more happy in your trades. You're going to see a lot more profitability as far as instant profit, no drawdown and stuff like that. And that's sticking with the trend. You guys always hear it, right? Trend is your friend. It's the truth. It is the truth. And
the truth shall set you free, Hunter.
Yeah, exactly. And it's crazy, it's really, and Forex is when the most things that people beat drums about is the things that you need to do. Like, let's talk about strategy. Guys, you don't need another strategy. If it resonates with you, market maker resonates with you, you don't need another strategy. Every strategy works. You need a mentor. You need somebody that's in your corner. It ain't got nothing to do with nothing about the way that you're viewing something. You can tweak some stuff. I'm not saying you can't tweak some stuff in your trading to make you better, but I'm talking about that's what a mentor is for. What needs tweaking is your mental, your brain, your mind, the thing that's holding you back, right? So enough with that rant, but you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm going to share my screen because this week was a perfect market maker cycle, trend trading, perfect. Pippin and Dippin killed it, and I want to show you some of the moves that we took. Okay, so share my screen. Boom and boom. Okay, now I'm going to go back here, and I'm going to share GU first. Okay, as you guys know, if you've watched any of our videos, okay, we're market maker traders. Okay, we've always talked about that. As you can see, I've got some stuff, drawn up down here as GU was making a new low, and then we started to trade away from it, right? So as you know that we count our cycles, right? And as you can see that GU did have a big run up, okay? And then we pulled back to the 200, okay? And typically on the hour time frame, when price reaches to the 200, one or two things is about to happen. At this area, we were going to have a cycle back down, right? Or a trend reset like it did and have a forward on cycle again, right? And that's exactly what it did, okay? And that's exactly what it's doing. So if you're aware of that, you knew for a fact that you were going to be trading in the direction of the cycle all the way up from this point forward, right? And you can see that GU was printing the most beautiful patterns every day and consistently, okay? And you can see how they were paying out, okay? So you guys know that I'm a big fan of when you get your pattern and it's locked in, okay? And you can be counting from here, okay? You can't really count with the 200 because the 200 is just stretched out and still in a trending market, right? As you can see. But you can count knowing that this trend reset was locked in, okay? With that 1350 cross, right? Locked in. So what was your next move? So we got a big rise, okay? Not really a pattern here. Big rise, and we had a big drop all the way back down, okay? Into this trend reset. So I seen it. And then what else do we get? What else do we have? We had a 1 hour shark fin, okay? And then we had a big rise, pullback. And you guys know, if you have not watched that video on our 3 types of patterns that we teach, go watch that thing. Go watch it because you're going to understand what I'm talking about, okay? And then, and that's the big key here, guys, is pattern recognition. Pattern's king in this market. Okay, if you're looking at a pattern, WM pattern, whatever, and it's performing after it sets up, then why not go look for those, right? In the direction of the trend. And as you can see, that this 200 is powerful too. Okay, when the price is above the 50 and the 200, and they're stretched out like that, and they're fanned out, and they're moving up pretty nicely, and you know your trend's up. It's a powerful trend up. Okay, and then I'm going to show you something else to be aware of why GU is such in a bullish market and where it's headed. Okay, that's on an advanced level. Okay, so we got a trade on Thursday. Okay, so we bust down Thursday. Okay, there's the trend reset, right? And then we have it's in a London move, as you can see. What do I like? I always tell you guys, here's Asian. We don't trade in Asian. Joe and I don't trade in Asian. Why? It's because that's a big area with nothing but trapping, right? So we bust down, stop hunt to the low, right? First, we're coming off a big drop. Okay, as you can see, the blueberry running here. What is this? This is the 200 EMA on the 15-minute time frame. It just dropped down to the 15-minute time frame. Okay, we're trading with the trend, right? If we got a trend reset in play, our next move is to buy, right? Cool. So this is a really close little pattern. In 15-minute, you would basically call this a little V pattern, and she just went up, right? But I like to see my patterns really neat, really precise, right? So what I did is I dropped down to 5 on the 6th. Okay, and we come back over here and look how beautiful that W pattern is. Okay, for one, and I've showed you guys, you can go back and watch the last 2 of our videos, and I showed you exactly how I take a trade, what my entry is, how I marked up the chart, everything, right? So boom, what do we have? You got a low here, and this low, this second leg comes and takes out this low, right? They're taking out traders that already buying here. Boom, takes their stop losses out. Look at the divergence you got here. Okay, close above the 13, entry. Okay, we're above the market baseline, entry. Boom. Okay, really small stop loss, 20 max. 40 pips is 2-1. Look what you could have done with the trade. You could have definitely held. So we rolled into the next day. What's our anticipation? What's our anticipation? We hit back to the 15-minute time frame. Okay, our anticipation is rise, pullback, rise, pullback. That's what the market does, guys. That's what the market does. But you got to understand where money is laying. Okay, when you got to understand what these pullbacks are. They're stop hunts. They're taking out traders. That's what they're doing. Okay, and as you can see, when I say pattern recognition, look what we're doing here. We're not setting up. We're not stop hunting to the high and setting up a big M pattern and then dropping. We're not doing that. We're gradually rising, pullback. We had a nasty pullback here, which is good. Okay, this once you get past, and I'll show you the levels. Once you get past level 2 in a cycle, you can start to look for counter moves. It's very possible to counter. But the reason what this video is based off just trend trading, okay? Because the success rate of just trend trading is way bigger, right? Because if you were trying to counter it almost every day, you're going to get caught a lot more. Okay? So look here. The next day, we have a big rise, we have a pullback. We didn't come all the way back down here, which is fine. But look how it reacted to the Asian low. You guys know that Asian low, and inside of Asian, this is a bunch of accumulation, consolidation, whatever you want to call it, trapping traders. Do you see how it came out of Asian and wham, hit the bottom of Asian, came back up, wham, hit the bottom of Asian again, and made a type 2 W pattern. Okay, gives me my entry candle right here. Remember, I'm trend trading. You can see that I'm above the 200, which is the blueberry. I'm on the 15-minute time frame. And I'm above the 50, which is here. This is the 50 on the 1 hour time frame, the 200. Okay, high probability trade. We smoked an entry, boom, and look what happened. 20 pips. 20 to 25 pips. You guys have heard me talk about it. That's a max if I'm going to set a stop loss. Because look, guys, if you're right at this area, there's no need and for you to be setting an 80 pip stop loss. There's no a 50 pip stop loss. There's no need in it. If you're right, the trade's going to go your favor dramatically. So boom, 20 pips, there's 40, there's 2-1. Easy money. Okay. You can even scale down to the 5-minute and get a more precise entry and get a better risk to reward. Right? So there's two. There's 2 trades. Back to back. Money. Monday comes in, runs really fast. Guys, this would have been questionable for me. The reason why is because, guys, these pairs only move, a certain amount of pips a day. And when we come out of London and we crashed down really, really heavy, that was a 60 pip move. We moved almost 30 in Asian. Did we have enough gas to go back up? We did, but would it been a little bit more riskier? Absolutely, because this pair could have went right here and consolidated, right? And then stop hunted you and then ran, right? It happens all the time, okay? But the reason why I'm showing you this, and you're like, well, Hunter, why didn't you take this move? That's the set. Guys, this is about making decisions and making the correct decisions, being disciplined with crossing your T's and dotting your I's, right? Remember what I tell you in all the other videos, you're up against the LeBron James and Michael Jordans in this market, right? Now, could this trade have been taken? Absolutely. Look at the shark fin. You could have dropped down. You're still trading with the trend. This is Monday the 10th, right? You could have dropped down to the 5, and you could have got you a little pattern here. Look at the divergence on it. W pattern. There's the entry. Your pullback entries. Very small stop loss, 10 pips. You could have went for 20, 30, got a 3-1, and been out of the trade. Right? We're intraday traders, guys. I'm not a swing trader. Okay? I'm not a swing trader. My accuracy is high enough where I don't have to be a swing trader. I don't have to get a 52 to 1. I don't have to have that, right? If I'm three guys, if I'm 2 to 1 to 5 to 1 in my risk to rewards, I'm happy. You see what I'm saying? If I'm scoring 50 pips and I got a 10 pip stop loss and I'm scoring 50 pips out of a pair that moves 100 in one day, I am winning. Think about that. Any market maker training that you've been through, I don't care if it's ours, Steve Morrow's, any of the big wigs, they're going to tell you the same thing. Get good at making 50 pips a day. Quit being greedy. That's what kills traders, man. Quit being greedy. All right, let's get back to this lesson. So I'll go back to the 15 and then boom. That was a good trade. And then boom, it gives this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful W pattern off the 50 MA. Remember, I'm on the 15-minute time frame. The 200 is the 1 hour 50 moving average. So this is just incredible trade. Go to the 5-minute, look at that W pattern on Tuesday. Yesterday, we smoked this trade. Our students were like, man, that was easy. Yeah, it was easy. If you're waiting for the right pattern, the right move, right? The right stop hunt, we're taking the right, let them watch them take the right money, right? So you see how the leg come down, bam, pings off. I'm on the 5-minute now. This is the 1 hour 50, right? We're going with the trend. Boom, left leg comes up, breaks down, takes out their stop losses, and then boom, close above the 13. 15 pip, just, so you can have a little buffer. 15 pip stop loss. Oh my God, 50 pip move. And you guys have watched the other videos. The other video where I talk about 0050s, guys, this is easy. Let me show you. And especially when you're trading with the trend, you know exactly what to expect out of the trade, right? So if you're here and you are busting up in the upper position, right? You know your TP1 is at 1.3600. Okay, your next level is at 1.3650, right? So you know exactly. Let me see if that's right. Okay, 1.360 is here, and then all the way to 1.3650.
Yeah. Okay.
That's your next target. That's your next target. So from this trade, trading with the trend, could you have held this trade for over 100 pips? Absolutely. Look at the next day. It smoked it. So let's capitalize on this. Not only did you take this trade and boom, let's just say you're still holding. Oh, let's swing trade. You know what I mean? If you could, the next day gives you another trade. Let's go to the 15. The next day you're trading with the trend, right? Still above the 50. Here's the 50, the 200 on the 15. It comes down, it stops humps to the low, right? Gives you a type 1. Guys, there is money laying right here at the bottom of Asian. There's money here. They don't need to go far to take out people's money because they know exactly where people are setting their stop losses, right? Right there. Guys, you got to think about it. There's people buying right here all day long. They're not as equipped as you are. These could be people just starting or having a retail strategy and things like that. And they're getting busted, right? And not knowing why. So boom, it comes down. Okay. And then it gives you a, divergence here. Shark fin, divergence, 15-minute pattern, right? And then boom, close above the 13. Your stop loss was really small. 10, let's just go 15. Okay. You're scaling in. You're still in here. You're scaling in. You hit 100 pips on this trade. And then look, where's your next move? Right? Let's go to 1.3700. Right there. Boom. There it is. There's another 50 pips. Actually, that's more than 50 pips because look where you're taking the trade. Okay. So here, I'm going to get my cursor. You're taking the trade at 1.3630. So you got an extra 20 pips. So not only did you get 100, right? You got 170. 70 plus the 100. 170 pips on one trade with a 15 pip stop loss. Right? Now think about this. When this trade left and got you at, let's just say you hit a hit this double zero, 1.36 double zero, or even a 1-to-1. Guys, break even. Get rid of this risk. That gives you more room to get into another trade. Get rid of the risk. Break even. Then this trade is running. For one, your emotions are gone because it hits your stop loss. Who cares? The emotions are gone, right? Same thing with this trade. And this is the power of trading with the trend, right? And guys, another tip that you can use is when you see a trade like this, like I told you, this was a little bit more risky trade. These trades, do you see how this trade come down, bounced off the 200, which is the 50 on the 1 hour, bounced off the 200, came back into it, and it gave you the entry off of the closing above the 13 and the 200 at the same time. So that lets you know that you're back in the game. You're back in the trend move, right? This stayed above it and gave you the pattern. So you shouldn't second guess nothing. You should get in immediately, right? And then boom, stop loss, you smoke the trade, right? This big candle right here was the CPI news today. Okay. And like I said, this was a little bit more tricky. I probably would have just stayed out. And then this trade was perfect. This trade was good. I know that it was a little bit more tricky, like Hunter, where the 200 and the 50 were right here. Then if it doesn't meet your requirements, your trading plan, guys, don't take it. Don't take it. But eventually, let's say 2-3 years down the road, guys, you're going to get so good at this that when this is happening, you're going to understand what the market makers are doing here. And it won't be no problem for you to go ahead and snag it and get a quick 2-to-1 out of it, 3-to-1 trade, right? Just like here, and just like here, right? Now, remember what I was telling you, guys. If this is the trend reset, let's go higher time frame. Okay, I'm going to go higher time frame, and I'm going to bust it on you on, well, Hunter, if it's trend reset and it just keeps going up, well, how do I know where it's going? Guys, you got to understand where the money is. This same thing with the higher time frame. You got to think where the money is. Look at, I'm going to zoom in really close. Okay. And you guys go back and watch that order block video that I did. Okay. Do you see how price came to this area and it gave this one last bullish candle and then boom, it just completely just out of there, gone, just out of there. Okay. If I draw an order block zone like I do, okay, in my mind, GU is headed to where this money is, where liquidity was laying at one point in time. Well, all in reality, liquidity is laying above. We know that, right? But the big money institutional traders, right? The reason why they're wanting to come back to this area is because when this fast move left, it was so fast that they got into drawdown as well. So they're going back to get their stuff. They're going back to get it so they don't lose it. And that's why you see it going back. Can GU blast through this? Absolutely. But in my mind, as this market is moving up, breaking levels that I've got marked up as far as order block zones where money was laying. Guys, where I got this zone marked up, money was there. This zone, money was there. This zone, money's there. And they're hitting it. You got to understand, people, oh my God, why didn't my support and resistance hold? Come on, man. Why didn't I just bust down right here? It ain't gonna happen. They want you to sell right there. But you got to understand what price is doing at that point. Don't get me wrong, guys. I still lose. I still lose trades. I'm not 100% by no means. But the more I develop as a trader, the more I understand how this market is developed, okay, and how they're taking money and how they're manipulating the market, manipulating traders, like yourself. Okay. And don't get me wrong, they're not worried about you. They're not worried about your little half a lot or a lot.
Yeah.
They're worried about $400 million sitting right here. You see what I'm saying? So that's the power. That's what I wanted to show you. And I'm going to show you another. And guys, this is what I would wait for. This is what you should be waiting for, is because it's so powerful. It's so easy to identify when you get into a cycle like this. It's just like gold. Guys, if I have, I'm not going to draw my zone. Like, let's just say this is an order block zone. Okay, because price left it really fast, and they went and grabbed liquidity before they left it really fast. Okay, just like this is now an order block zone, because look what it done. It took out liquidity before it left. Okay, so you can consider this as an order block zone. I can draw it for you, but you can see clearly here: peak formation low, W pattern. Do you see how they stop on it first before they left? Look at here. Look at this big wick. Okay, money was laying here. People were already buying. They grabbed liquidity one more time and left. Okay, sorry about that beep. But anyway, but you can see where now you see gold reacting to these zones. Okay, I understand. Oh, well, that's just support and resistance. I want you to think beyond support and resistance. Guys, support and resistance is arbitrary, because you see how many times, why you tell me why that price didn't stop here and go right back up? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to them. They can't make money that way. Guys, if price came to a zone and stopped every time, every one of you guys that watch our YouTube channel would be millionaires. You see what I'm saying? So they have to make the market hard. This can't be easy, because everybody would be making a lot of money, right? So so this zone here, this is an order block zone, because look how it took out previous liquidity. It moved really fast, and then it left really fast. Okay, so we'll draw a zone here. Last bullish candle before it made a really sharp downward movement, which is there. And look how gold is coming to that area, to that 50, 60. These are custom fibs, guys. So see how it's coming here? My anticipation for this trade, and it being Wednesday, as you guys know, if you trade market maker, Wednesday, Thursday type of area is a midweek reversal. So boom. So could we have a midweek reversal this week? Absolutely. Right? But let's talk about the trend move. I'm just trying to help you understand, to figure out where the market will head. Then you will know how much move you have. If you understand where the market will head, then you understand how much move you have. And it's easy for you to be confident in a trade that's right here or right here, because you still have a lot of room to go, right? So let's break this down. There's a trade, multi-day W pattern. You guys know that I talk a lot about these. You get a 1350 cross, locks in the pattern. Okay, locks in the pattern. We don't even have to we don't even have to take this trade. Let's just bunk this trade. Well, 100 the 1350 hasn't crossed yet. That's fine. Let's just talk about these two, and then we'll be done. Okay. You see how let the EMAs guide you as well, guys. You're above the 200, which is the 50 EMA. You're above the blueberry now. Now your market direction's up. Look how fanned out the EMAs are, and they're really good. You're above the 50 EMA on the 15-minute time frame. Everything's looking good. I want you to pay attention to this. We do not have divergence here. That's okay, but I want you to pay attention to this move. Do you see how price? Okay, remember our trend's up, so you're looking for what? W pattern, correct? Look how price set here, come up, broke right through, and took the liquidity. Okay, and then wham, shifted it really, really fast. Okay, trend trade, W pattern, it took liquidity. You know that. Okay, You set your rules, you take the trade. Close above the 13, money shot. Money shot. Okay? Easy money. Same thing the next day. We stop hunted to the low. We stop hunted to the low. Gave us a type 1 pattern. This is a type 3, guys. It's set up on the middle of Asian. Okay? This is you couldn't have got a better trade right here, because type 3s are the definition of a continuation trade, right? Type 3s setting up on the middle of Asia. Okay, and then you already know where your trend is headed. You should have no fear behind. Yep, I'm taking this trade, and blah blah blah. Guys, there's a lot of stuff going around about gold, NAS, stuff like that being so fast movers. I'm scared of it. Why are you scared of this thing? What are you scared of? It moves just like the other pairs. It's just hot. It's just got more volatility to it. That's it. But if you understand the pattern, you understand the cycle, you're good. You're good. Capitalize on it. Tear gold up, right? So the next day comes down, gives a type 1. Where's money resting? Right here, guys. Right here, man. Oh, wrong. Where you at? Okay. Boom. Gives us a left leg, comes up, gives us a right leg, didn't give us too much all the way back to equal lows, or give us a stop onto that, but it's fine. It's fine. You get into the trade, boom, you reap the benefits. Boom. The trade went in your favor. Okay? Trade went in your favor. Now, do you see the power of, let's say this trade is getting to a point where it's getting into, look, here's a 1350 cross. Okay, this is in the 15. The 200, 800 cross is the 50, 200 cross, which is to what? Now you're in what? Level 2. Okay, you're in level 2 now. Could this be level 3? Absolutely. Could this be the end of the cycle? Absolutely. Could it hit this order block and create an impact and drop? Absolutely. But you got to understand, guys, when it got to this level, when it's getting to this level, what does it need to grab before it runs? Liquidity. Has it broke these highs yet? No, it hasn't. I would look for, in my opinion, let this break the high. Could it turn around right here? Absolutely. But the high probability, break the highs, let it do its thing, let it trigger some orders, and then reverse. Okay? Or let it blow off. Okay, get past these and look where it's headed next. Could it possibly do that? Absolutely. Okay. Now you know your upside. If it blows past these and gives you another trend reset, then you know your anticipation for the week. Right? Or how long it's going to take to get there. It could be 2 weeks. Right? So I just want you to really focus on the trend trading, guys, because this is high probability sets. High probability, like you were instant profit, instant profit, instant profit. You see what I'm saying? Only look for these. And I'm talking about, you can go as far as, like, I know you see what about this market, type of market, 100? Go as far as making sure your price is above the 50. Making sure your price is above or below the 50, and take those trend trades. And you can use the 200 as well to help you. Okay. And guys, most people don't like, the reason why I say that, the reason why, well, Hunter, this we're about to counting cycles and stuff like that, but most people are coming to trading, they really don't want that advanced type of, just that bunch of advanced stuff of trading. They just want to trade and make a profit. And you can do that. Okay. But you got to make rules behind this. Just like you see this trade here. Look, our cycle's up, right? We're above the 50 EMA. We stop hunt to the low. I guarantee you this is a W pattern on the lower time frame. 15 minute. Boom. Look at the stop hunt right here. The second leg. Boom. Instant profit. Okay. And you only look for those. When you're above the 50, you're only looking for buys. You're below the 50, You're only looking for sales. Okay. And you'll get to a point, guys, where you're on the 15-minute time frame, kind of like now. And you get into, let me back on GU. Let me go to GU. A little bit more riskier trade because you want to be above your 200 and you want to be above your 250, like on the trade. Let's see, get rid of this. Okay, so like right here, like I told you, it was a little bit more riskier trade because you're breaking below your 50, right? But look, your 200's running right through here. So as long as you're not breaking down and going past your 200, your cycle is not changing, right? Your cycle is not changing. So that you can use that, and then you can be confident about taking your trade back up for the continuation of the cycle, right? So I know I just sprinkled a lot of value, okay? Like you guys can take this and make money straight up. You don't need nothing else. I just showed you. Just get better at your pattern recognition. Go and do chart markups. Go and do flashcards. Make a my perfect trade setup folder. I make my students do that. I just hopped on with a student one-on-one Monday. Okay. No, I'm sorry. It was Sunday. No, it was Monday. And I told him, I said, what I want you to do is I want you to make my perfect trade setup folder where you can go and put these flashcards in this folder and only put those in there. And then when you get ready to look at a trade, you can go and reference it. Because pretty much, guys, they look like the same thing. They do the same activity. Okay? So, guys, high probability, which is trading with the trend, equals high win rate.
Yep. Those
Okay?
guys, yeah, those reversals guys, they're nice to catch, but they're scalps. So you're not looking to go like 2-to-1, 3-to-1, 4-to-1, anything like that. If you do take those reversals, you don't take them in level 1. You only take them in level 2 or above, and you only take them for a 1-to-1. They're scalps. That's it. You get in, get out. But we recommend that you don't even worry about that. You just focus on trading with the trend. It will increase your win rate exponentially. Like if you're winning right now, 50-60% of the time, and you're trading reversals and trading with the trend, you're going to find that if you just stop trying to catch those reversals, you're probably going to increase, a chunk. You're going to probably see a substantial amount, in win rate. So it's really, really important for you to keep a journal, so too, guys, because you'll notice is if you're taking losses and all your losses are on reversals that you're trying to catch, or new peak formations you're trying to catch, there you go. There's your answer right there. Stop trading them, and you'll eliminate that, and you'll increase your win rate and preserve your equity instead of giving it away. I mean, that's the big thing, guys. At the end of the day, it's all about risk management. Don't get me wrong. There's people that Hunter and I know that, guys, they trade with like a 50% win rate, and they're multimillionaires, a little over 50%, 50 to 60%. It happens, but it's because their risk management is on point. But when you're a new trader, there's no reason for you to trade with it. The trade will run for much longer if you trade with the trend. And if you don't know, hey, you've got us. You've got our channel. If you want a little bit more, then join our academy. Our academy is loaded with these nuggets. We trade every morning. Hunter throws a live trading call every morning at like 5:30 Pacific time, roughly, or 8:30 Eastern Standard Time every day, with the exception of like NFP and other days where we know there might be some news that might slow some stuff down. but we have tons of training in there, guys. We go over all of this. You can submit your chart markups. We'll give you feedback on them. There's so much value in our academy, and it's pennies. It really is pennies in the grand scheme of things. Hunter, I mean, Hunter and I have invested so much money in people's other people mentors courses. Some of it's been great, some of it's been crap. We'd like to think that we kind of that ours is pretty darn good, and it, like Hunter said, it eliminates the fluff, like all the added extra stuff to make us sound like we're so great. We eliminated all that stuff. Not that it wasn't of value, it's just that you don't need it to make trades. Like Hunter said earlier in the video, trade with the trend. It is your friend, if you haven't heard that before. And market maker, the cycles are perfect. Identify them, but you're only going to get good at it is if you're doing chart markups. And before you start live trading, you should always demo trade. We recommend at least 50 trades, or doubling a demo account, whichever one comes first, before you're ready to trade live money. But with that, guys, man, Hunter, this was good, man. I love, it gets me all excited and pumped up. I hope you guys got the value out of this too, because Hunter spends a lot of time putting this stuff together for you guys. And together, you know, we kind of like figure out exactly what we want to bring to you guys, which comes back to what I said earlier. If there's something that you're looking for that isn't on our YouTube channel, ask for it, right? If it's worthy of us doing it, it's within the market maker strategy, then we're going to show you, all right? Or if it's something that will complement the strategy, maybe a tool that can add to the strategy, yeah, we'll shoot a video on it. If it's just a completely different strategy, guys, then you just need to go to another place, go talk to somebody that specializes in that. Hunter and I are adamant about trading market maker strategy. We use patterns, timings, and cycles to enter trades, and you saw through that video, if you trade that way, you're gonna make a lot of money. If you try and catch peak formations and reversals, you know, more power to you. But when you're pulling your hair out and you're losing a lot of money, just remember the little voice in your head, the guy on the other side of this screen right here, Hunter, just his big Southern draw from Texas. Just remember that he said, don't do it. Because you're gonna drive yourself bonkers. So without further ado, Hunter, I'm gonna let you close this out, brother.
Cool deal, guys. Just keep pipping and dipping, and remember, less is more. I'll see you guys on the next one.